So I would like to go on to my thank yous, and biggest thank yous this month are definitely for Team Nimrod, Team Victor and the Twitter V-Force. And I know that Twitter V-Force usually gets some sort of thanks, but this time they get a big one. But yeah, Team Nimrod and Team Victor let me have the bestest birthday ever, and I know I haven't stopped going on about it, but it was so much fun. I'll put a link somewhere for the blog I wrote about it, which is on Lusty Lindy's blogspot. All these people that own these planes and get to work on them on a regular basis probably think I've gone a little bit mad. And yes, I probably did go a bit mad. But I've never experienced anything like that before, and I didn't think I would ever get to sit in either of those planes, being the Nimrod and the Victor. I'd always liked both planes, and the Victor is my favourite V-bomber. So when Ian came over to me from Team Victor and said, would you like to go up into the cockpit of Lindy? And I was just like, okay. So yeah, we went up, me and my dad went in, and I got to sit in the co-pilot seat, and you know what, it was so much fun. And Mick and Mal as well for Team Nimrod, they are so cool. They let me go and sit in the co-pilot seat, and I got to do stall alert, which was really funny, and which is more hilarious because Mal said to me, oh, we're gonna pretend to be shooting guns. It was like, you're gonna be shooting blank guns, and I was like, what? So he was like, oh yeah, don't tell Team Victor. But I'm telling you, Team Victor, they told me that I was shooting Lindy, and I actually believed them. But it was really fun, and I had such a good day, so thank you guys, it was really fun. I just wanted to thank Team Nimrod and Team Victor again for the absolute boss birthday that I had. I recorded this previous, but I just wanted to thank Andre for my print of Lindy, because I absolutely love it. I need to put it up still, but I don't know how to use a hammer and a nail, so I'd probably best leave that job to my dad, because if I were to put a hole in the wall, I'd probably go through a pipe, either kill myself or get an electric shock. But thank you, I really love the print, it's really cool, and yeah, thank you. I also want to thank the Twitter V-Force. You guys, my birthday card nearly made me cry. I absolutely love it. It was the sweetest thing ever. You are all the coolest people I've probably ever met, so thank you for being in my life and being so awesome. And I love you all. I have had such a good March. I wrote a blog about it, you can read that there. But if you can't be bothered reading the blog, just to sum up March, I passed my driving test late February, which led me into March, which was just perfect timing, really. I went to Belgium, finally. I finally did it, you guys, and I'm really proud of myself for that, because I'd always worried I would never go because of other reasons. I had the best birthday ever, and I also, oh, this is what else I need to talk about. I also got to go into 558's cockpit finally, and I'm allowed to talk about this because Graham said I could. But yeah, I never imagined that I would ever get to sit in any V-bomber ever, and I mean probably maybe a Vulcan, because I know there's a few you can, but I never once imagined ever that I would get to go inside 558's cockpit. That for me is, even though the Victor is my favourite V-bomber, there's just something about 558, and it might just be the fact that she's the last flying Vulcan, or she's the Vulcan I work with, or whatever. But it was, I don't know, it was really quite the moment, I think. But yeah, I'm still a fan of Lindy. See, it's weird. When I was in Lindy, I could not speak. I could not say a single word, and I was a bit overwhelmed, I guess you could say. But in 558, I couldn't stop talking, and I just sat there and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And it was strange. It was really strange. One of my co-workers as well, she was quite worried about, she wanted to go inside the Vulcan, but she was quite worried about getting inside said Vulcan. But if I'm going to be really honest, it is more difficult to get into a Victor than it is to get inside a Vulcan, because with a Victor, or with Lindy should I say, because they used to have like ladders, didn't they? But there's like a set of stairs and you've got to pull yourself in, and it's easy enough once you know what you're doing, but I've never climbed into a plane like that before. I've stood in planes, only a few. I've sat inside a Shackleton, an Avro Shackleton, sorry, a Douglas DC-3 or DC-1, and a BAC Jet Provost, and they were easy enough because they had steps that were attached and they were like normal steps, whereas the Vulcan is difficult to get into because I'm short, and apparently I'm the right size for a V-bomber height wise, and that's good enough for me, but I am short and my legs are really short, and it was difficult but very fun. And yeah, I never imagined I would ever get to sit in a V-bomber, and then suddenly in 1 week I'd sat in 2, and that was ridiculous. So thank you everyone that allowed me to do that, and thank you for trusting me in your planes, so thank you. Anyway, you guys, that's it for my monthly favourites and thank yous. I've had such a good month. I am now starting to look forward to April. I wasn't that excited about it because I had nothing planned, and it looked like it was going to be a bit of a boring month. But then we are going to Elvington again for Funder Day next Sunday, so that's going to be good. And then I'm going to Coningsby. Finally I get to go and have a road trip to RAF Coningsby.
And then I ran out of memory and you can't see whatever else I had to say. I just wanted to say thank you once again to everyone who was involved in me having such a good March. I'm really going to miss this month. It's made me really happy and quite more positive than I used to be. I get quite emotional thinking about it, but thank you all so much, and I'm really looking forward to April now and the rest of the year, if I'm totally honest. So thank you once again, and I will see you in the next video.